Hello MechWarriors, how is it going? Welcome to my first impression of MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. The demo has hit and we are playing a single mission today. I think I want to make it a little mini-series, so what we're gonna be doing is we dive into instant action. That's the only game mode that we have available right now. And then we're gonna play the mission, we're gonna talk about what the game is, how it feels, and what might be better, or what could have been done better maybe. So at the moment we have 5 different mission types available. We have an assassination, a defense, a demolition, a raid, and a war zone. I'm going for the raid today because I really like the biome and I can show you different things and aspects of the game here. So let's accept it. This is how the mech lab looks like. We're just gonna add some pilots here and we need a bit of firepower for that. So what I want is a bunch of heavy mechs, for example, a Cataphracts as our tank. We want an archer as a support, and then let's say we're gonna take, you know what, a Black Knight. We're gonna take the 7L. Yeah, just a bunch of large lasers, medium lasers, small lasers, and so on. I myself have an Atlas here, but I don't want to play the Atlas because, again, I want to show you as much as possible. So therefore, we're gonna change that to another assault mech, and we're gonna take the Mauler Knockout. Why the Knockout? Because it has all the hard points that we need, and I want to talk about the mech lab a little bit. So let's get in here. Now, as you can see, we have 2 ballistic hardpoints, 2 missile hardpoints, 2 energy hardpoints, and all of those are large hardpoints. They are mechs that have smaller ones, as in mediums or smalls, and we have different weapon sizes here. For example, our ER large laser is a large weapon, which goes only in a large hardpoint. You cannot put that into medium hardpoints. However, you could put anything smaller than that, for example, flamers, into a large hardpoint or also into a medium hardpoint. So this is how it works. You can, again, this is just size-based, and it's okay, I guess. What is important to me here is armor. Let's start with maxing out the armor. And I want to show you different weapon types. So I think we're gonna go and build a nice mixed build here. Let's start with Ultra Autocannon 5s on the ballistics here. Those are medium-sized weapons. You can see that here in the tooltip. And there's also a tier bracket. You can see those little squares there, which means that the more squares are filled, the higher tier the weapon is, the better stats it has, and so on. I gotta say, the whole mech lab feels a little bit clunky and the whole UI feels a little bit clunky, but this might be an early build. This might be something that is under development still, or that has gotten an overhaul already in the final build. It just feels big and clunky, and from a UI standpoint, I have to say, I don't like it so much. I think it's not easily accessible for new players, and I don't know if people know what to do if they see that from the get-go. Our missile options are going to be 2 LRM-10, because I want to show you some lock-on missiles, and then we probably put some... You know what, we put a PPC on this here. We're gonna put a particle projector cannon, and I think we leave the other slot empty, because otherwise I'd have a bit of a heat problem. Now, we can also go to this here. The details. This is our old LBX ammo. We just quickly drop that. And here you can see this looks more like a full-fledged mech lab. By the way, I don't need that much back armor. Let's go to 15 here. Oh, I can hold it down. That's good. So upgrading the armor on the front. This is actually okay on the side there. The thing is, as soon as my center torso is destroyed, or both legs in that regard, or the cockpit, my mech is incapable of doing anything, so we are dead then. And I wanna, of course, prevent that from happening. We need ammunition. Ammunition is found here on the equipment filter tab. And I would say we're gonna take a ton of LRM ammo for each long-range missile launcher. Also, I want a bunch of double heat sinks to keep the mech cold. So let's put them in here. Okay. And now we need ammo for the Ultra Autocannons as well, so we'll put them into the legs here, as well as into the head. I know putting ammo in the head could be very risky, because if ammo gets destroyed, there's a chance that it explodes. And as I was saying earlier, if the cockpit goes boom, we have a problem with our pilot. Okay, what else do we have? We have a bit of tonnage left over, which means we could either put another energy weapon on this here, or we stuff more ammunition into this. Sadly, our double heatsinks take up 3 slots, and I cannot put them anywhere anymore. So, is that enough ammo? Actually, I want to take that and that. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Dropping a bit of front armor here, and then I'm gonna put another large laser into the mech, so that you can see how it looks like. Large laser here. This thing is just so weird. But it's okay. Absolutely fine. So, Ultras here. Ammo is there. We have everything we need. The double heat sinks, LRM ammo. And we are mildly under tonnage. It's fine though. Okay, so we're gonna apply that. It's important. Otherwise, our state wouldn't be saved. And then we can also paint our mech. Now, this also feels, again, a little bit clunky. I know that PGI wanted to give the people full control over their paint job. However, again, it's another example of not being that accessible. I would say a color palette, a predefined color palette, as in MechWarrior Online, would have been easier for the people. But I think it's okay. So again, it's a bit difficult to actually paint your mech here. Again, not for me, but maybe for some people. This looks good, by the way. We're gonna keep it like that. Also, we can choose from different patterns here. For example, Deviant, the Crusader pattern, good old Cobra. Those are the patterns coming from MechWarrior Online. We already know them. Let's go back to default. Go back to default. I cannot go back to default. Okay, so reset that. No! Ah! Alright, it's Buccaneer then. Let's go. Apply that, go back. Also, again, little response there. The apply button, it stayed in the position as it was. I would have expected it to gray out so that, you know, I knew that it was safe now. Anyway, again, those are minor things. We're gonna play with the Mauler, and I would say this is our land. Scatterfrag, Archer, Black Knight, and us in the Mauler. Let's play. This is what you're here for, right? This is what you want to see. Okay. So, here's the thing. We have different weapon types. And different weapon types based on the manufacturer. For example, there are regular autocannon 10s that shoot solid projectiles, but there's also a burst fire version of it, which shoots multiple projectiles, spreading all the damage over, you know, all the armor. It's not pinpoint, it is more, yeah, a spread weapon, but it has higher DPS. So there are some variations that you can play around with. That's a cool thing, I gotta say. So, quickly adjusting this. PPC on the 2. Let's put the laser on the 3. So again, this is just to show off some stuff. In the lower left corner you see my Silhouette, my paper doll model. This is how the missile look. It's the laser, and that's the PPC. By the way, you could see the PPC had an area of effect. Give me a sec. Like that. And this is a disruption field. If you shoot right in front of you, you are caught in that AoE. And your sensors get scrambled. That's pretty cool. And of course everything else that is getting caught in there. Those are my autocannons. So they shoot also in bursts. That's the ultra autocannons. And I can just double and triple and quadro tap them. And there's a chance that they will jam as a result. So this is the good old autocannon thing. Let's try to provoke that. So now you see in the lower right corner that sometimes they jam and now I cannot fire them until they are unjammed again. Alright, let's keep going, guys. We have a variety of enemies on the board. It reaches from turrets to tanks to also mechs, and we're gonna see them in a second. This is so cool, by the way. It looks gorgeous. What we also can do is we can go third person. And there's our first enemy. Our first actual mech. Unlock. On, off. Okay, so you can see the crosshair. That's my torso mounted weapons. That was bad. And then there is this little individual... How do you say that even? Like, there's a crosshair following my torso. And then there's the arm mounted weapons as well. So you can shoot them individually. That's pretty cool. Good. Okay, let's get into this again, because it feels weird being in third person here. Where did the Shadowhawk go? Now I need a UAV, that would be cool. Is the Shadowhawk dead already? Oh, I have the feeling that he's behind us. Look at that, he flanked us. Missiles away. PPC. Okay, so you have different options to actually destroy a target, especially a mech. We try to leg him. Both legs destroyed, and the mech is down. It cannot move anymore. So let's do that. And down he goes. And this is also pretty good for salvage later, because you keep most of the parts of the mech intact. Oh, that's a flyer! I was wondering what I got shot by. Cool. So, let's keep going, guys. We have some warehouses to destroy. I like this mixed loadout, honestly. This is pretty cool to play. You have battlefield relevance every single time. If not with the autocannons and the direct fire, then you just shoot your missiles. Okay, so wait a second. We have to go over here. Yeah. Shooting those turrets that only have short-range missiles. Those turrets, they are not really posing a threat. You can easily take them out at long range, and I think in the campaign it also comes down to how efficient you are in terms of not using all of your armor and having to repair it, which costs money. I think taking out those turrets at long range is super crucial. I got shot by a PPC. What's that? What are you? Okay, I cannot hit this yet. Okay, let the other guys go in. You can also give orders. If you press the F buttons, you can see on the top left. I can direct them to attack my target, form on me, go to location, toggle and hold toggle fire, and I can also cancel, which I'm gonna do. That thing was scary. That was a quad AC2 flyer there. Alright, let's keep going. Some of those tanks are easy to destroy. Also, you can just walk over tanks. No problem. Shoot the laser. But I like the action. It feels like a simulation. This is not pinpoint accuracy. This is more a simulation there. And you can feel the weight of the mech. That's really, really cool. So as I was saying earlier, another way to destroy a mech is to destroy the reactor. So we try to go for directly center torso there. And we got him. Sometimes when the reactor goes boom, or when the reactor is destroyed, then it also explodes. So you gotta keep away from that thing then. So much stuff going on. And there's another lance of medium mechs coming. Hello Cicada, let's go for the legs, especially those fast movers. You can just pin them down, and then they won't run away anymore. That was bad. Mistook my arm mount for my torso mount. Got him. And down he goes. Another one. More missiles here. And my heat is slowly racking up. I'm gonna show you what happens when I'm going overheat. Critical. And... boom. No, not yet. Come on. We need to provoke more heat here. Okay, so this is what happens when you don't care about your heat management. Heat management is a gauge in the lower left corner. You can also override if you want, which means that you won't shut down anymore, but instead you would take internal damage if you overheat. There's so much stuff going on. This is such a target-rich environment here. Heat critical. Like Betty, our cockpit announcer, is just constantly speaking. Okay, let's get that AC2 turret down. And then we are at our first objective, destroying those warehouses. The good thing is that we don't need ammo for that. You have seen it in the last trailer, maybe. Oh, come on, I wanted to destroy those buildings by just walking over them. Another dropship inbound, though. So we have to be a bit careful. Because they drop a stalker in the back. That is an assault mech. Okay, and here you can see he's inside my minimum range for my missiles. I cannot shoot them, which is actually pretty cool. Come on, kill that guy. Wow, my center torso is getting wrecked. And also we have a locust in our back. Come on, leg him. Yet again. This little guy. He's such a nuisance. Got him. Ah, you know what? Let's scrape his leg once more. And then he's down. What about the stalker? Did you not take care of him, buddies? Missiles? Ah, don't stand in front of me when I'm doing that. Oh, that was bad. Okay, he has no weapons anymore. That's good. And here we are. First base down. We have 2 more to go, so let's dive into the action a bit more. See, this is why I wanted to show you this mission, because there's so much stuff happening, and we have actually some real cool targets on the board, as in an assault mech here, as in the stalker. So next base is right around the corner. We hit him. Good thing is that we can, at any point, just aim at the center of the rectangle there. Just blasting them with our autocannons. Okay. Go to my target. Target destroyed. By the way, for the sake of this here, I am not trying to be like super efficient with my armor. I just want to go in and brawl a bit. There's a tank, a partisan. Those are scary. They need to go real quick. Look at how much damage they can take. The other tanks were down in one blast. Oh, there's the Shadowhawk again. And missiles. Let's go. So if we ever run out of ammo, we still have our energy weapons. That's the good thing. And if we ever run out of right arm, which is about to pop, then we have one autocannon less. It's the cool thing about MechWarrior. You can take the mechs apart bit by bit. Okay, heat is critical again. One more volley of missiles and down he goes. So yeah, now one of my arm is gone. Right arm is missing now. One autocannon less on the field. It's tragic. Target down. That's the second base. So let's keep going. Our mech is still standing somewhat strong. But if you take a look at the top of this whole situation there, you can see that I took the most damage out of my lance. Which is, yeah, tragic. It's, by the way, pretty cool. You can cut down trees. You can run them over. That's again, super cool. It's a nice single-player experience here. So, we have a bit to walk to the next thing. Wait, let me unoverride again. Let me know what you think about this, guys. Let me know what you think about the action. I would say the game looks gorgeous here. Absolutely great. And you can really feel the weight of the mech when it's stomping around and it's running over the trees. And also, bigger autocannons also have a kick. They have a big recoil that you can really feel when you fire them. Alright. Let's go. So, 500 meters. We should be engaged at this point again. Yeah, there's a turret. You can see it, so let's pepper it with missiles. Short-range missile turret. Again, this thing is not a threat to me, not at long range. And I wonder if you could just destroy the buildings from here, from the high ground. Okay, Cicada. Oh, the center torso. It needs to follow. Or my torso needs to follow. Come on. Missiles. Great. Yeah, he's about to die. Come on, man. I am taking so much damage here. Why, though? Tank? Tank. Good. And here you can see again the scramble, the sensor scramble from the PPC. It's pretty cool. Alright, there's another Shadowhawk, guys. Let's kill that guy. More missiles. The cool thing is that since one of my autocannons is down, I have less heat problems. I gotta pull back though. Gonna tell my people to actually focus the Shadowhawk now. Focus fire is always good. Taking out firepower is so crucial in a game like that. Because if it cannot shoot, or if it's dead, it cannot shoot you back. So let's try to make that happen. Good. More targets inbound though. Holy cow. Another turret. Let's kill it. We have 80 shots for the missiles left. It's not much. Actually, it is. It is fine. Because... oh no, actually. But wait, we have still 190 shots for the autocannon left. Yeah, I might have gone a little bit overboard with the autocannon ammo. Why is this turret not dying? Because it's not popped up yet. And that's why. I got it. Though the turret is still sunk into the ground. I guess. Lasers. And that means that it has a damage reduction. Come on. Can you go for that, guys? Come on. Do it. We lag him, or we just kill him. Still not. The cicada. So yeah, you can see this emplacement there is not popped out yet. As soon as I get closer, it's probably coming up. And then I can shoot it with full force. Let's go. Actually. Let's kill that thing. Alright. And come on, I just want to see if my theory is right. It doesn't look popped up. Why is it not? Ah, there we go. And finally we can take it. Cool. So, again, the only thing that we need to do now is destroying those buildings. Like that. And here you can see there's a damage model. We can run through the buildings. Not through the big ones though. Like those. You cannot just destroy them. The smaller ones easily. So the only thing that we can do here is shooting off the outer parts of the building. It looks so good. It looks so beautiful. This is really cool. Come on, let's make a breach here. And now it's time to get to the evac zone and get our mech back to the dropship. Okay, the dropship is indicated by a green marker up there. Oh my god, we have to go all the way up there. Wow. Last time I played, the evac zone was here on the left side. So, I believe it's random, which is actually cool. It's really, really nice to have. And now we get more inbound enemies. God. Nice. Love the arm mobility here. It's really cool. Boom. Let's run away. Again, my AI friends, they haven't really exposed themselves to enemy fire. My poor Mauler looks pretty beat up. But, yeah, it looks gorgeous, guys. It looks absolutely cool. I like the damage model here. I like the scorch marks and the impacts. Also, my arm is gone. It's smoking. And here's the dropship. Finally. I hope it's our dropship. Can shoot it, but I think it doesn't have an impact. Yeah, so far, again, I am stoked. I want to play this game like crazy. I'm really, really hyped for it, I have to say. Again, the UI, I'm hoping that's not the final one. I'm really hoping. But if so, I think we just have to put up with it. We have to learn. And I think this is my biggest critique right now. That the UI, again, it feels clunky. The game stands and falls, of course, with the storyline and, of course, with the simulation aspect. Is it fun to manage your lands? Is it fun to salvage more mechs? How fast do you get through the missions? How fast do you pick up pace, as in getting more and more mechs or better pilots and so on? I have no idea how that will work, but the raw gameplay that we see right now feels really good. It's not, again, pinpoint accuracy, it's more simulation, and I think it should be. Now, here's the damage rundown. We got 42 kills here. Yeah, the other dudes were just standing around, more or less. What is that? 4 A units. We destroyed 23 turrets. Oh, okay, the Cataphract destroyed a bunch of vehicles, but we definitely destroyed basically all of the mechs except for 2. And we dealt the most damage with our Mauler here. Guys, that has been it for today. I think I'm going to be playing the other missions too in a different video. So if you like this one, then don't forget to leave a rating. Let me know what you think of the game down below in the comment section. Do you like it? Are you looking forward to it or not? And I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye.